okay, Mike. It's gonna be
No, never eat seafood.
so.
It's okay.
So you will never eat seafood again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Especially Japanese. Just Japanese. Oh, sorry, Yukiko come here.
I'm sorry.
We talk
Uh-oh.
about political
Fight, fight,
political.
fight.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Maybe after several years, this maybe at first year maybe it's safe because they transfer to other place. They need some time, but every year they continue pour the nuclear waste into the sea, so the effect continue lots of years. So Yukiko, because a lot of
okay.
Japanese
Yeah. So Yukiko,
they against in their country they against pour
Mike
the
is upset
Why?
because news Fukushima
Mm.
is going to dump the
pour
nuclear
dump
water
nuclear
into the
water.
ocean.
Yes, I know.
So
Big news.
Mike said he will never eat seafood again.
Okay. Yeah.
But I don't care.
Mm, maybe
Because if I
maybe you
die, then I die.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I don't care.
In Japan news, I just heard the news. Maybe how to say, the percentage is more less percentage, I think. So.
I don't know. I understand. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters. I don't care. I just eat it. Mike, everything gives you cancer.
Not only cancer, because radial, how to say that? The radial infect your everything. Maybe your baby, because lots of people they have strength problem. Maybe they only one times in 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 how to say that with nuclear visitor have a close meet. Only one times they will infect the whole life.
Yeah. So I think Japan is also not happy.
Yeah.
Japanese people.
Because Japanese people they against the government's this policy the policy. Yeah, they went to the street. They
protesting.
Okay, yeah.
Hi, Awan. Yeah, so that's that's troublesome. Oh wow, you guys can see the YouTube here. Okay, great. So you guys are in a YouTube loop. Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Don't care.
Yeah, I don't. At least so it says here, we thank Japan for its transparent efforts. So at least they're being honest. So that's good. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, protest, etc.
Yeah, because the seafood is not seafood is not safe.
I will still I hope the price of Japanese seafood goes down because I'm still gonna eat it.
Yeah, they must be done.
I hope
But
I hope it's cheaper.
yeah, it must be. You can beat.
So Giuliani, pau de queijo.
Yes, I love bread
Me
cheese.
too.
I will
Me too.
try. I will try. But I like hot bread cheese.
Can we put it in the microwave? No.
Yes, it's good too, but in way not oven is better. But it's possible heat
To heat it.
heated
Nice.
heated in microwave.
Well, we can try.
Yes, I will try. But if you not good because cold, not because
No. Because many times, Giuliani, I've tried the cold pau de queijo. Very nice.
I'm here in Singapore. I never try. I never made the cheese bread.
Cheese bread.
Cheese bread is
So
very
Brazil.
Nice.
So Mike, Brazil has this famous kind of cheese bread.
Yes,
Yukiko,
Brazilians.
you
Brazil,
tried before, right?
Yes,
Yes,
Brazilians love cheese bread.
So good.
Yeah, my Brazilian friend told me that how to make the cheese bread. So I tried by myself only one time in my house.
And?
Yeah,
Good?
it's good. Yeah, very nice.
So Yukiko can make it for me. Nice.
Me? Maybe.
Yukiko can make it for me. Hey!
Yeah.
Wow. Sashiburi.
Sashiburi.
Wow, more people.
Hi.
I love it. All right, nice. How are you? How's Japan?
Good. So no English here. So
Yeah.
Oh.
Kazuo went back to Japan.
Oh, went back to Japan. So Japan is cold than Singapore. You wear.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Is
So
winter?
I really good this sweater.
Oh, in Japan is winter or summer? No.
Now?
Yeah.
Now is
Spring.
Spring. Oh.
Yes. So cherry blossom seasons.
Yeah. Cherry blossom.
We have cherry blossom at ULC, you know?
Yeah. I saw the Instagram on the Instagram. Yeah. And you held some Japanese events. So Mike can do origami. Did somebody?
We did some origami. We did some some like kimono or kimono wearing and things like that. And yeah, nice. Hey, Awan. I guess that's you. We have an Indonesian joining, so finally getting popular. So we have a Chinese, 2 Japanese, a Brazilian, an Indonesian.
Great.
And a Singaporean. Global Zoom.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So this live YouTube is called Matt Helps with Homework. My name is Matt. Do you guys have any questions? Don't have any homework questions or English questions? Awan, is that you?
Oh, hi, yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you guys.
Thanks for joining. Where are you from, bro?
I come from Indonesia.
Yeah. Which part?
East Java, you know.
East Java. Okay,
You know,
nice.
the capital city of Indonesia is actually Jakarta, is on the west part of Java.
Yep.
So I'm in the east
Oh,
part.
on the west part.
Yeah.
So he's on the east side. Cool, nice. Welcome.
Mm.
All right, who wants to start? I guess the answer is Mike, because usually Mike wants to go first.
Today, maybe Yukiko first.
Okay, fine. Mike just wants to talk about Japanese sushi.
I forgot that. Because something new, I think last week the new big news surprised me. So I talk about it.
Oh, but okay, that's good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't care. But I don't care about many things. I don't care about a lot of things just because I'm lazy and I just want to live my life. And I don't like the news, Mike. I never read the news ever. I think it's always negative. There's never any positive news. So I don't like to read the news. Yeah.
I like news than the movies.
Yeah. Many people do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you gotta lose somebody. All right. Yukiko, any question?
Yes. I just worry about the split up and the fallout.
Split up versus fallout?
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone know the difference?
What's split means?
Yeah, so split up is usually between like a boyfriend and a girlfriend, or a boyfriend and a boyfriend, or girlfriend and girlfriend. It's 2021, so that's okay.
Break up.
Yeah, split up is equal to break up. But fall out is usually when we talk about friends. Yeah, usually when we talk about friends. So I can say I fell out with a lot of my Canadian friends. But usually this is like, because of, this is not true. I still like, if you're watching my Canadian friends, I still like you. But this is, this just means we don't have a good relationship anymore, right? We don't have a good relationship anymore. So I fell out with them. Yeah, it just means, you know, Yukiko, you have friends, right?
Yes.
Do you have any ex-friends?
Yes,
I don't think so.
maybe.
Yukiko's too nice. Yukiko's too friendly, so I think Yukiko doesn't have any ex-friends.
I don't know.
Awan, do you have any ex-friends?
Well, I guess, yeah, because I have a lot of friends in my high school, but now I'm in college, then I'm not meet them frequently. So I guess, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if it has to be something, negative or not. I think feels like that needs to be something negative. Like maybe you both had the same girlfriend and then you fight over her and then you don't like each other anymore. Yeah, so fallout kind of means, if you can see here, it means to have an argument, right? To have an argument. So usually fallout is something negative. So maybe my example was bad. My example was not a good example because I haven't fallen out with many of my Canadian friends. I can say maybe a lot of my, we can say like ex-girlfriends. So this means like after we split up, maybe we're not friends anymore. We don't like each other, or we hate each other, or something like that. Yeah. So fall out with means now you have a bad relationship. So if I see my friends from Canada, even maybe 15 years, I haven't seen them. I would still be like, hey man, how are you? Good to see you. What's new? Blah blah. That's not fall out. That would be lose touch.
Lost touch. Because they have argument, because they hit each other, so they fell out.
Yes.
Ah.
Right. So lose touch means we don't contact. We don't
Mm.
contact anymore. Again, many people don't know me, but I have lived in Singapore for 15 years. So, Singapore and Canada, right? It's really far away. So just over time, right? Maybe when I first came to Singapore, I emailed them or Facebooked them, hey, how are you? I miss you, blah, blah. But over time, maybe one person, they email me, I'm like, I don't have time. Maybe another person, or I email them, they're like, he's in Singapore, who cares about him? So we lose touch, because if you're in touch, right, you're touching. But if you lose touch, is kind of slowly drift apart. So Giuliani, Mike, Yukiko, Kazio, right? I'm assuming when you went back to Japan, maybe there are some friends you haven't talked to for a long time. So that's called lose touch. But fall out is, now you have a bad relationship.
Sometimes I
split
just
up is boyfriend girlfriend.
Sorry.
Split up.
Ex-girlfriend or boyfriend is also use of only fall out.
But
can.
Because Yukiko, do you have an ex-boyfriend?
Yes.
Yeah, many, right?
Yes. Maybe everyone.
Okay, like a few ex-boyfriends. Just joking. But maybe some ex-boyfriends you are still friends, right?
Oh.
No?
Yeah.
But, or still friendly. If you see them, you're like, hey, how are you? Long time no see, or right? No, maybe okay. But some ex-boyfriend, maybe you fight and then like, I never want to see you again. You, right? Something like that, right? Yeah. So that's fall out, right?
Fall out.
But splits. Okay, let me make that more simple, right? So split up means to end a romantic relationship. Split up means to end a romantic relationship, which is same as break up, same meaning. Fall out with just means have an argument. Usually this is, sorry, I spelled that wrong. Usually this is permanent. How do you spell argument? What's going on here? No E. I did spell it correctly. All right. So have an argument. Usually this is permanent, like forever. I fall out with someone, right? And then, so that's kind of the difference. Usually have an argument. Usually this is permanent. Like, I don't like that person anymore. And I think this can be friend or boyfriend or girlfriend. Doesn't matter.
So if two countries, the argument, they can have use this, they finish the relationship, between people or between country, both can use this phrase or not?
Good question, Mike. Usually it's between people, but I guess if you said like during Trump's administration, China and the USA fell out.
Right? Can use fell.
Maybe with Obama, China and USA had a good relationship, right? well, like a decent relationship. But then Trump came and like now they don't like each other very much. But now Biden is back, so they're gonna make up. Right? They're gonna make up.
Make up means the relationship between close.
Makeup just means to hey Andrea.
Became friend again.
Yeah. Become friends again.
Because recently I learned some new phrase. This new phrase put different context. They have different meaning. Like tick off. At first, I only know when we travel to other country, we will take off the airplane, something like that. But
take off.
Yeah, take off.
Yep.
But recently I learned use take off for some day off.
Yeah.
For example, if tomorrow I can't go to ULC, I will take off a day.
Yep.
Like that.
Take the day off.
Yeah, that
Take
same
the day
phrase.
off.
Take the day off. Yeah. So it's
yeah, Mike. I mean, phrasal verbs. So these are all called phrasal verbs, and Giuliani knows how much I love phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs are impossible. Mike, take off your shirt.
Oh yeah, take off shirt means not wear the shirt.
Right. The plain not wear a shirt, but just means the action to take off the shirt.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to take off my shirt. Nobody wants to see that. Right? Awan's laughing because it's true. All right. So take off has many different meanings. Many different meanings. Yeah. If you look in the dictionary, right? If you look in.
So the fallout maybe put some different sentence.
Yeah,
they have different meaning.
So Mike, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different meanings on Google Dictionary. There's probably more. Take off, right? Airplane, remove clothing. You can take off the bill. So this one here, number 3, you can deduct part of the amount. Maybe Mike, if you come back to ULC again, I can take off $10 from your invoice, right? I can take it off, right? Give you a discount. Yeah, number 4 is take the day off, right? Number 5 is run away quickly, right? So Kazuo took off, right? She's gone, right? She took off. She didn't say bye. She took off, right?
I only learned which day are you take off. So I think at first I can't understand, and then I learned again some new meaning. I got it.
There you go. Right. So there's phrasal verbs are the worst, Mike. Phrasal verb dictionary. And Yukiko, I hope I answered your question, by the way.
Okay.
Did I answer your question?
Yukiko.
Sorry?
You got me?
Split up, fall out, okay?
Yes, okay. Now split up is only how to say? Only marriage?
Romantic.
No.
So boyfriend, girlfriend, or often with split up, Yukiko, we talk about like a band. So like the Beatles, for example, you know the Beatles, right?
Yeah.
Beatles.
So the Beatles split up, right?
Split up. It's just for girlfriend and married, divorced or separated.
Yeah, good question.
Split up.
Yeah, so this is like split up means the ending of a relationship or a partnership. So even can be business, right? So two business partners, they split up, right? They stopped working together. They don't, usually because, yeah, you're fighting or you're not, you don't like each other anymore, or you're just bored and you don't want to do that anymore. So that's usually when we would say split up. But for Giuliani, your question, right? So if we get married, right? Then most people, if they want to get a divorce, they will get separated. And then they will get divorced. So divorced is official. Right? They sign the paper, divorce, right? But separate just means maybe live in another house or sleep in a different room or just no longer like each other. So that's kind of the different meaning there.
Yes.
Yeah. But this would be similar to split up. Separated.
Any relationship.
Split up.
Yeah, any relationship, even business or work or something like that. If you split up with someone, then usually you're.
Yeah, fall out is for friends.
Friends.
Yeah.
But for example, Giuliani, I think it's just a little bit of a different meaning because maybe this, this husband and this wife are married and they get divorced, but they can still be friends. Right? So some couples get divorced and they're still friends. They just realize like, oh, they don't love each other, but they like each other, right? Sometimes. So they didn't fall out. But fall out means like you don't like each other anymore. Right? So I fell out with my ex-wife. Then that means we don't contact each other. We don't like each other. If I see her, I'm like, I don't want to see her. I talk bad about her to my kids. Right. So in that case, it's, that's what fall out means. We don't like each other anymore because we had some fight or some argument. But divorce, sometimes the husband and wife or ex-husband and ex-wife can still be friends. Yeah.
I understand.
So split up we often use as action the two friends, two people separated.
Yeah, two people
As
or
action.
3 people, 4 people. You can split up.
Yes.
We can even use this phrasal verb to, now in Awan, in our school in Singapore, we're coming to the end of the term for the Monday, Wednesday, Friday class. So all of our students, they studied together for 4 months, right? But after this, they're going to split up. Some will go to this class, some will go to this class, some will go to this class. It's also split up.
Right? Can you split up?
If I lose my phone, and I'm looking for it, maybe my wife and we split up. She goes that way, I go that way, and we look different place. So split up also can just mean, just separate. It doesn't have to be like a romantic relationship. Has many different meanings, just like take off.
Okay.
So turn up. Recently I learned turn up. So the up is interesting. In my which unit I forgot. But
it's probably about phrasal verbs. Probably unit 6, I think. Unit 5 or 6.
Yeah.
But Mike, don't try to understand phrasal verb meanings because it's impossible.
You mean
sometimes the preposition makes sense and sometimes it doesn't. What split up? What does that mean? It should be split apart, right? Should be split apart, but it's split up, so it doesn't make any sense. So don't try to understand phrasal verbs like that because you'll go crazy. Right?
Yeah, because Too many different meaning. Depends on the context. Depends on the sentence.
Mike, there are 3,500 phrasal verbs in English, and each has an average of 3 meanings.
Near
Average.
10,000.
So 10,500 phrasal verbs in English. And there's no why. There's no reason. It just take off. What does that mean? Like how the plane took off. What does that mean? It didn't take off. It rose. It rised. It flew off the ground, right?
How to learn this kind of phrase?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, reading and listening.
Yes.
Right? Reading and listening is the best way. Yeah, reading and listening is the best way.
So not
So
being
Andrea,
said that,
yep, Alan, sorry.
So not being said that we have to learn how to listening or how to speaking first, then learn the grammar.
Well, yeah, and Andrea, I'm getting to your point in a second. So Alan, it's a really good question, right? I think that I've showed this to my students many times, so they've seen this. All right, so these are kind of the 4 most important skills in English, right? Kind of reading, listening, writing, speaking. These are called the output skills, and these are called the input skills. So every time I ask my students, oh, what do you want to get better? What do you want to improve? They always say speaking and writing, right? They never say, I want to improve my reading. I want to improve. Sometimes they will say, I want to improve my listening. But really, really important, we need to kind of go this way. We need to go this way when we're learning, right? Because the input is so important. The input is so important. This is how children learn. This is how our children don't study grammar. Our children don't study vocabulary. Awan, if I ask you to speak Bahasa, right? You didn't study Bahasa and vocabulary. You learned it from your mother and your father, right? Because it's just input. So our students tend to forget. They always want to fill in the gap, or they want to do the exercise, or they want to do the they want to get the right answer. They want to be perfect. I think that's not the correct way. I think the most important thing is to listen, read as much as possible, and the more time, English is very simple. The more time you spend studying English, the higher your English is going to go. So, but at home, without a teacher or without a class or something, it's really difficult. It's really difficult to work on the output skills. So at home, I tend to tell my students, right, do the input skills, reading, listening. And listening is like watching Netflix is fine. And if you watch Netflix with English subtitle, it's going to be really good because you're listening and reading at the same time. And that's awesome because you're doing 2 things. Your brain is like super happy, like, thank you. It's much easier for me to read and listen at the same time, even if you don't understand. Because my kids, they watch movies, right? They don't understand every word, but eventually they watch the same movie again and again and again and again and again, and they pick up the meaning from the context. They don't have to check the dictionary. They don't have to ask their teacher. They don't have to translate to Chinese or Japanese or Korean or Indonesian, right? They just learn it. And we are the same. Adults are the same. We learn the same way, but we forget. And we try to find the easy way. And that's not good because learning is never easy unless you're a genius like Kazu, right? But that's kind of, I hope I answered your question. I know you also talked about, grammar. So, I like, Giuliani, we learned this word today, right? Right. I love fluency. For me, fluency should be the focus for every student, not accuracy. I don't care if you're 100% correct. Actually, nobody cares. Even Americans are not 100% correct. We don't, I'm Canadian, but we don't speak English perfectly. It's just not, that's not how it works. It's just, we just kind of pick it up and we go. And if you read any comments or any articles on especially from not newspapers, but comments on Facebook, comments on Instagram, you'll see most Americans can't speak English very well, perfectly. But it doesn't matter. As long as, for me, as long as you can communicate with other people, that's the most important thing. Then you can focus on being perfect. Then you can focus on being perfect. That's the important part. Fluency first, speed, quickly, English to English. Your brain is thinking in English, your mouth is speaking English. Even if the English is not perfect, that's okay. Once you build that speed, then you can focus on correcting the mistakes and making those corrections. Yeah, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I can speak okay Chinese, but I've never studied Chinese. I just picked it up from my students, or picked it up from my wife, or picked it up from my ex-girlfriends or something. That's where I learned Japanese, right? Where did I learn Japanese? I had a Japanese girlfriend, so I just learned some Japanese, right? Or
ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, Mike, you know, if you have an English speaking girlfriend, it's a really good way to learn English.
Yeah. So Yukiko or Julia want to practice English easier than me.
Why?
Because you can.
Giuliani's husband is Brazilian.
Brazilian. Oh yeah, but they can make more boyfriend to practice English, but
they're married.
I mean practice English friend, only practice.
Mike, you can meet girlfriends too.
No.
But Mike, the thing is, right? Okay, great. I don't know why Giuliani and Yukiko and Kazu can meet boyfriends, but you can't meet girlfriends. I love that.
Yeah,
great,
yeah.
Cool.
You know.
Okay.
You
okay,
must
Kazuyo, you can go out and meet some boyfriends. Your husband will be okay, no problem. Maybe not okay. But I think, yeah, but even you can find English speaking friends, or a lot of my students, they go to, yes, Andrea, definitely. A lot of my students, they go to like Japanese yoga class. I'm like, why? Go to English yoga class if you want to learn English.
Ah.
But of course, it's scary, right?
So do yoga and communicate with English.
Do yoga in English. Go to English cooking class. Go to English. Whatever class that you're doing outside of English class, because what's going to happen? One, you're going to learn English at that class from the teacher. Two, you're going to meet another person, your partner or whatever, in maybe yoga is not good because you don't usually have a partner, but cooking class or something, pottery or whatever, you're going to meet another English speaker. And then what's going to happen? Just like our school, you're going to go out for lunch. You're going to go get a coffee with that person. You're going to go see a movie with that person. You're going to become friends with that person, right? And what's going to happen? You're going to be speaking English again and again and again. And of course, you don't worry about the grammar or the vocabulary or whatever. You're just using English. But a lot of my students, right, they come from China and then they join the Chinese group. And then everything they do in Singapore is China. Japanese, same. Oh, Japanese yoga, Japanese Pilates, Japanese vet, Japanese doctor. Doctor may be important if you're very sick. Important. Of course, go to Japanese doctor. But, you know, maybe Giuliani's looking for like Brazilian, Portuguese yoga class or whatever, like reading class. And again, I don't care. I don't really care what you do. But I think in that case, like finding people that speak English with you is by far the best way. By far the best way.
Because I need to use the roads for memorize the roads, because they frequently use. I can remember more, remember easier the roads. For example, if I learn a new road now, if I never use in my life, I will forget very easy. No, easier.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's fine,
So
right?
it's important to practice in English.
Yeah.
Super important. Super important. So sorry, Andrea on YouTube asked me this question, so I'm just going to quickly go over it. So get over just means, so she asked me, what does get over mean? Get over just means to recover. So if I'm sick and then I recover, I get over it. If I fight with my wife, right, then we get over it. It just means we recover from that fight. Yeah, so, or like this example, right, Jennifer still hasn't gotten over her breakup, right? So she's still angry about it, still thinks about it, still talks about it. The world right now has not got over COVID, right? We have not recovered from COVID-19. Singapore is pretty close, but most of the other countries have not got over COVID-19. Right? Just means recover. So you can recover financially with money. You can get over a relationship. You can get over an illness. There's many things that you can recover from.
Use the mask. Yeah, is bad for me, the mask, because
I think it's bad for everybody.
How I can learn English if the people use the mask?
Maybe it's good for your listening.
Yeah.
Good for your listening skill.
Can practice your
But you're right.
listening skill.
You're right. You're right. It's not easy. It's not easy. Yeah. Stressful. Stressful. All right. So anyone else have any other questions today? Just have a few more minutes left.
Oh, only a few minutes. Okay.
I know, Mike. Time flies. Time flies.
So I have the similar question, preposition. Put up. I remember you teach us. Put up the picture. What's the meaning? Because pull means opposite push. Up means opposite down. Put together.
Put up.
Yeah, pull up.
No. A pull up is different.
Pull up the picture.
No,
means
put up. This Mike. This is a pull up.
Yeah, pull up.
This
Yes.
Pull
up. Pull up. Yeah. I remember this word because pull is down and up is opposite down. Pull up. So pull up the picture. This sentence is not correct.
No, put up the picture. Put up.
Oh, maybe I got
up.
Put up.
This phrasal verb makes sense because we take something, we put it up on the wall.
Oh,
this phrasal verb makes sense.
Okay, put up. Yeah. I think I write down on the notebook, but maybe I have a wrong listening. Put up. Yeah.
Pull down.
Pull down
is.
Yeah, you can pull down something, right? But that means like pull down.
Yeah.
That actually again I can pull something up, right? I can pull something down. Also okay. Like pull up. Yeah, that's also
But the
okay.
exercises for down, pull down.
No, there's no pull down. Oh yeah, yeah, there is. Yeah, like I had grabbed the
Pull.
bar and I pull it down.
Oh,
Yeah,
pull down. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, pull
Wow.
up, pull down.
Yes, pull down is down.
I have a question about my
Yeah, this is pull
my
down.
six. Oh yeah,
Pull
yeah.
down.
Pull down. Pull up is like, right? I go up. My body
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
up.
I like do exercise pull up. The I I remember last class I found a sentence I can't got the meaning. The give away 100 more 100 bill is a unit 5 is about so give away 100 more
100 more.
And the dollar C 100 bills.
$100 more. Yeah, so it just means give away.
Oh, give away.
Like I'm giving away. I'm giving away my time right now because it's free. So give away means, yeah, give away means, yeah, you give away means you give something for free. I can give away my shoes. I can give away my phone. I can give away some money. Just usually means like donate.
So give and give away same meaning. If we get rid of away, the same meaning.
Yeah, give and give away, very, very similar meaning. Very similar meaning.
Yeah, I got it. So the sentence is key to give away 100 more $100 bills to lucky stranger. The first 100 is people. The second 100 is a bill. But I got the meaning away. Yeah. My question is about the away. Okay.
Away means like away from me.
Yeah.
Give away. Same meaning, give away. Same meaning.
Sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any other questions? I have about 5 minutes left. Hey, Awan. Awan, are you fasting now?
Fasting.
Yeah, I'm fasting right now.
Ramadan, right?
Yes.
Just started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very hungry right now. I'm very thirsty. That is okay. I follow my religion.
Don't think about food or water. Okay. Don't think.
Oh yeah, I have some question actually.
Wow. Okay.
Sure. Go on.
Right now I'm working on an essay, and it's a classification essay, and it's talk about distance learning.
Distant learning. Okay.
Yeah.
Like now.
Yeah. So, any thought about it? Any idea? I guess
is there a question of like for my students, Giuliani, Yukiko, Kazu, Mike, Awan's doing an essay maybe for school. Our school, we don't do essays. Awan, a very lucky school.
Yeah, sure.
But can you give me like the question? Like what's the full question? Like what are the advantages and disadvantages, or?
I guess the general things of classification essay, I guess. The meaning of it. What is classification essay?
Okay, let's take a look. What are you studying?
An essay writing right now. I'm in college actually.
You're in college, nice. Yeah, exactly. So classification means to separate right? To separate something. So a classification essay, just means you have to organize it into the category, right? So you might be able to, again, if I don't know the whole question about what it is, right? You could do like the pros and cons, the good things and the bad things about learning online or distance learning, and then you would separate those into two separate things. Or if you want to talk about the different types of distance learning, online or written communication, or video, or watching on demand, or a video after, or live lesson or lecture. So I kind of, maybe depends on what your teacher wants. But I'm not sure exactly what. So if you look here, right, it says, right, for example, if you choose to write about types of computers, right, each of your developmental paragraphs will define the characteristics of a different computer type. So what that means, like gaming computer or work computer, or just kind of something along those lines. I think you have to just kind of take distance learning and break it into different categories, and then give examples of those categories, or give characteristics.
Okay, I'll make that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So I'm assuming you could, Google is really amazing, and don't copy, never copy, because your teacher will know.
Yeah, that's actually the main problem of writing an essay.
Yeah, of course, but it's always good to paraphrase, right? You can take the information, you can use your own words or your own ideas.
Change the form.
Change the form, and all information is taken from somewhere, right? There's no new information, especially with stuff like this. Okay, so this is online learning versus face-to-face learning, education essays. I'm sure you can find something online that will show you like the different classifications, but I think it's up to you. If I were you, maybe I would go with different types of online learning, or different types, say Vishnu, different types of distant learning, and then I would just come up with different examples and how we use those, and maybe why that thing is good or why that thing is bad.
Okay, that's a good input. Okay, thanks.
Thanks. No. Any other question? Kazu's just listening. She's shy, I know.
No, I'm really forgetting how to speak English. So today I just want to join here and listening and watching.
Yeah, how to.
Kazu's on the input skills. That's good. That's good.
Thank you.
That's a good thing.
I have a question. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry. It's
Up to you.
yeah, thank you. Just a minute. The answer is I read the card again this morning and they made me cry. This is
Okay.
answer. So, but I think I had read the card again this morning. But my teacher told me maybe again is because of the again. So I have to choose a read.
Okay.
So basically Yukiko's talking about past perfect, right?
Yes.
Oh.
You want to use past perfect. I had read the card again, and then I cried, right? So Yukiko, one thing that, especially as you go higher in English, the grammar rules become more flexible. But usually when this is obvious, you don't have to use past perfect. What I mean is when the order is obvious, you don't have to use past perfect. So we can't, for example, I can't cry before I read the card. It's not possible, right? Because the card made me cry. So if that order is obvious, usually we don't use past perfect. If the order is very obvious, I read the card, so I cried. Of course, I can say I had read the card and I cried is okay. But if the order A and B, if the order of the action is very obvious, very easy to see, we don't use past perfect. So I can say like I woke up, then I went to the bathroom. Right? Which one is first?
Woke up.
I hope woke up, or that means your bed is wet. Right? So it's very, Kazuyo's laughing. If you're laughing, you understand. So of course I woke up, then I went to the bathroom. So for this action, I don't need to use past perfect because it's very clear. I woke up, then I did this. Okay. It's very clear. Okay. Yeah, I got home and then I had a shower. I got home and I had a shower. Of course, I can't have a shower before I get home. Right? I have to be home, then have a shower, for example, right?
Okay.
If we can use past perfect. If we interesting.
Interesting. Okay, guys, sorry. I have a meeting in about 15 minutes, so I got to prepare for that. I have a feeling this class is going to get longer and longer because if more people keep joining, which is great. I don't mind. It's I'm happy to do it.
We are happy too.
I know, Mike, you're very happy. I know.
Yeah, very.
Because you love me. Yeah.
Yeah, I love.
Okay, so thank you guys.
English
Thank you guys. I know, Mike, you're very good.
Yeah.
So thank you guys, Awan, Kazuyo, thank you, Yukiko, Giuliani, sorry, and Mike. See you guys tomorrow, Friday, or next Wednesday, same time.
Oh, you're doing this frequently?
Every Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Every Wednesday, frequently.
Every Wednesday, same time. Every Wednesday, same time. So just check, if you want, just subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then it should pop up and say ULC is live.
Yeah, and prepare some question.
And it's Awan, if you want to share, if you want to save the Zoom link, it's the same. So you can every week is the same Zoom link, so you can do that.
I'll save it.
Okay. All right, guys. So thank you. I'll see you. I'm gonna go eat some sushi. I'll see you.
Oh, great.
Can I join?
No, I'm just joking. I'm not. You can't. Awan, I'm sorry. Hey, don't talk about food. Awan, you got 4 hours left and you can eat.
4 hours left. Yeah.
4 hours
Thank
left.
you.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Konnichiwa.
See you.
こんにちは。さよなら。
Sayonara. Bye.
Bye bye.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.